So I went out and bought myself something stupid and something that I can also hunt Tyrannosaurus Rex with. And it's this. And the funny part about this is if you go on the Marlin website and start looking at their 4570 government rifles, it'll tell you that this gun is good for hunting grizzly bear, black bear, moose, caribou.
Orca.
I mean, maybe orca. God damn it, Aaron. This is the Marlin 1895 SBL Black. I have no idea what SBL stands for, and the black is the fact that it's black and it has this weird spiderweb, cobweb looking pattern shit on it. I don't know, it looks super fucking cool. I bought this because not only is it good for hunting grizzly bears, caribou, moose, it's also good for hunting T-Rex, which is something I plan on doing in the near future, as long as scientists can hurry the fuck up. I'm just saying. Alright? There was one fat nerd that fucked up everything in Jurassic Park. All we gotta do is make sure that doesn't happen twice. Pretty sure we can do that. Now, this guy has a 16.25, 16¼ inch barrel. It does come from the factory with this neat Picatinny rail up top. It's a fucking standard 1913 rail. You have your standard blade front sight and a ghost ring sight on the back. The super neat part about this, and this is going to take me a second because you can clearly see what I'm doing, is that it has a threaded barrel. So, I mean, those of you who are going to make, you know, quiet cans for it, or muzzle brakes, because you want the opposite of that, or, you know, you want to return fire to police helicopters. I don't know. I'm not telling you what to do with your life. Now, I bought this for another very simple reason. This is my bitch you thought truck gun. Now, a lot of guys carry pistol caliber carbines, a lot of guys carry AR-15s, a lot of guys carry AR pistols, or SBR, you know, whatever. There's a lot of stuff, okay? I mean, that's wonderful, that's great, and I certainly do the exact same thing. There's kind of a thing about that, though. This is your standard 5.56 round. And yes, I know, it's steel, because if it can't run steel, it doesn't deserve brass. This is a 4570 casing. Now, some of you new folks out here, this is a 9mm round. And this is a 45 ACP casing. And it pretty much takes up the whole thing. It's actually pretty close. They're pretty similar in length. A 9mm, you can fit 2 of them in this. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, why didn't you buy a pistol caliber carbine? Why didn't you get an SBR? Why didn't you do a multitude of different things? And, well, because I like telling God no. Because when a normal human being realizes they're getting shot at and they're doing dirtbag things, a lot of times they'll return fire or they'll take cover. The great part about the 4570 is fuck your returning fire and fuck your cover. Because, well, even if you are wearing level 4 plates, I'm hitting you in the chest with a sledgehammer going at about 2,000 feet per second. Actually, with the Hornady Levolution, it's closer to like 2050, and that's out of a 325 grain jacket and hollow point. I mean, you'll probably survive. I mean, the odds are good, depending on how close you are when I hit you with it, because that's what it looks like. It does have the neat little rubbery tip up here, because, again, it is the standard tube-safe ammunition. You then have one huge bonus since you're shooting the 4570 round. You can put holes in the moon. I don't know why I said that, but I'm going with it. No, the 4570 is fucking bonkers. I found the Hornady Levolution ammo. It was the only box of ammo that Cabela's had. It was the only box of ammo I could find within 60 fucking miles. And I thought that was super weird because I'm probably one of like 6 people that owns a gun in that caliber. And I don't understand why everybody was sold out of it everywhere. Well, I got the 4570 ammo. And then, on my way to the range, I was able to find another box of 300 grain 4570 ammo. And the fucking difference is substantial. Now, the 300 grain, I think it was Winchester. I wasn't really paying attention. It was 4570 government. It was 300 grain. And I've never shot 4570 before, so I figured, like, okay, we'll have this guy, and then we'll have this guy. And we'll figure out fucking how big of a mistake I made. And to be honest, the difference between those 2 rounds is quite substantial. Also because there's nothing to mitigate the recoil between you and that giant fucking round going off. And apparently it ripping tears in the space-time continuum. It kind of hurts. Now, some of you are like, oh, it's only a 325 grain. Yeah, fucking, yeah, you're right. Okay, it hurts. It's okay to admit things hurt. All right, no one. I'm not going to judge you for it. Other people will, but you know, fuck those nerds. And then I was doing some reading, and I discovered that there's 600 grain 4570 ammo out there, and I think I need it. So, there's a couple things that the 4570 needs to be broken in with a little bit. And the first is this little trapdoor right here. As many of you know, and some of you probably don't, this is how you put bullets in this tube right here. This right here is effectively, not effectively, it is your magazine. Okay, because, well, when I say magazine, everyone thinks of Glock mags or AR mags or whatever. This little trapdoor right here does take some breaking in. Because yeah, goddamn. You will put a round in there, and you will have to shove that thing in there so hard and so far, nice, that trap door will decide it wants to shut on your thumb. And it is not a fun time. The other thing is, you need to manhandle this lever action, which shouldn't really be a problem, but when you're trying to make a slow and smooth reload, because you're reloading, sometimes it likes to catch, sometimes it just doesn't like to fucking cooperate at all. Other times, it just goes. And other times, you need to put it in its place.